You don't have a knowledge problem, you have an execution problem. That's it. Video over. But let me break down why you've watched 47 YouTube tutorials on mixing vocals, and your vocals still sound like they were recorded in a bathroom at a house party. I see this every single day. Producers with 200 saved tutorials, 15 courses bookmarked, every Reddit thread about compression saved, and 0 finished tracks. You know what deadmau5 wasn't doing in 2008? Taking notes on a Udemy course about sidechain compression theory. He was in Ableton at 4 a.m. making the same mistake 50 times until it clicked. There's this thing I call the tutorial trap, and it's killing your progress faster than using only presets ever could. Here's what's happening. You watch a video on EQ. You understand it conceptually. You nod along, maybe you even take notes like you're in college, and then you close your DAW and think, okay, I'll apply this tomorrow when I have time. That tomorrow never comes because by then you've watched 3 more videos on compression, saturation, and parallel processing. Your brain feels productive because you're consuming information, but your music sounds exactly the same as it did 6 months ago. Close this video after you finish it. Open your DAW and spend the next 2 hours making the worst beat of your life while applying only 1 technique you learned recently. Not 10 techniques. 1. You watched a video about layering kicks. Make an entire track focusing only on that. Fail at it. Make it sound terrible. Then do it again. This is what actual practice looks like, and it's uncomfortable because you're forced to confront how much you don't know when you try to apply it. Studying feels safe, practicing feels like drowning, but drowning is how you learn to swim. For every 20 minutes you spend watching a tutorial or reading about a technique, you need 80 minutes minimum in your DAW applying it, not working on your masterpiece, not trying to make something perfect, just experimenting with that one concept until your hands know it without your brain having to think. Rick Rubin doesn't think about compression ratios when he's producing. Why? Because he's made the mistake 10,000 times. His hands just know. You can't think your way into it. You have to fail your way into it. Here's your homework. Pick one mixing technique you know but never use. Maybe it's parallel compression. Maybe it's mid-side EQ. Maybe it's just properly gain staging. Set a 90-minute timer, make 3 completely different 8-bar loops, and apply only that technique to each one. Loop 1, apply it correctly. Loop 2, overdo it intentionally to hear what too much sounds like. Loop 3, do it wrong on purpose. Export all 3, listen back tomorrow. This is how you build intuition, not by watching Simon Servita explain the same compressor for the 47th time, but by actually hearing what happens when you fuck it up yourself. And here's the thing nobody tells you. Elite producers aren't elite because they know more than you. They're elite because they've failed more than you. Every technique you know but can't execute is just trivia. It's useless information taking up brain space. The goal isn't to know everything about music production. The goal is to be so comfortable with the fundamentals that you can make creative decisions without Googling how to make my bass sound fat every single session. So here's the action plan. For the next 30 days, you're allowed to watch 1 tutorial per week maximum, and you must spend at least 6 hours that week applying only what that tutorial taught you. No new information until you've practiced the old information into your muscle memory. Track your practice sessions in a notes app. Write what you tried, what failed, what clicked. In 30 days, look back. I promise you'll have leveled up more than any $500 masterclass could teach you. Now, close YouTube and open your DAW.